Welcome to this very scary, very frightening, blood-curdling... Never mind. Welcome to this video, Some Frontier video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and what we have here is about as close to a Halloween special video, Some Frontier video, as you're probably gonna get from me. There's no masks, no spiders, no decorations, not necessarily even Poundland Halloween party popper confetti that you might find in an Ashen's video. However, what I do have is a Compaq. Now this is a Compaq Armada 7400. To be honest, it has seen better days. And this video is going to show this laptop. Parts of this laptop are very much a trick, but parts of this machine are very much a treat. So, and you will see why this machine was chosen to be in my Halloween video. However, before any of that, let's have a look at it. So, on the front you can see, I think what is a battery there, and here is a CD-ROM drive. Now, those of you who are observant will notice that this CD-ROM drive is the sort that you might find in an Armada E500 or an M700 or the slice to an Evo N400C or an Armada M300, or you might even find it out in a 7800, or you might find it in an HP Compaq D530U Slimline machine. That's right, these machines take the same drives as this. And above the drive you have indicators for power, hard drive, charging, and what I can only assume, power, hard disk charging, and what I can only assume is floppy disk access, or disks in general. Right, so let's have a look at the right hand side of the machine. And on the right hand side, you'll see one of the lid catches. You'll also see headphone, microphone, and line-in socket. So it's got all three there. Very nice. And what? And here we have a Kensington lock slot. Now you might be forgiven for thinking that this is an Ethernet port. Actually, I think it's an Ethernet port. Well, it's a blanked off Ethernet port. I don't think this machine has one. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It's just that the blanking plate must have been poked through. Now, if you pull down this door, you'll see two PCMCIA slots. Two Type 2 or one Type 3. There you go. And here's part of the trick. This case is a wee bit broken in places. However, here is one foot. This machine has feet that you can actually raise the back of the machine slightly to give a more comfortable typing angle, something that was quite common on machines in the mid to late 90s. Quite a nice wee feature. If we have a look on the back, we see an infrared port. Well, we see case screws as well. See an infrared port, a single USB port, IEEE 1284 parallel printer port, docking station connector, VGA out, RS-232 serial port, mouse and keyboard port, and here's a scary thing, proprietary power adapter. Yeah, this is really cheesy, but to be honest, I really don't care. And if we look on the left-hand side, we see another foot, so at least both feet are intact. They're both in working order. We see a vent for a fan, and this is where the hard disk caddy would be, but I couldn't get it out, so consequently the front broke off. However, the caddy itself does caddy. Even if you can see the hard disk, it still connects to the computer and therefore works. I think this is some sort of vent as well on this side, and then we also see the catch, the other catch for the lid. Excellent. This machine does of course work with the Compaq Armada parallel port floppy drive. You may remember I did a video on one that I got for my Dell Latitude C-Series machines, which I demonstrated to you with the C640, the Dell Latitude C640. Okay, so now let's plug in this machine here. And I am aware that by the time I get this video edited and uploaded, most of my UK fans will probably be watching, and it will probably be November the 1st, so for that I do apologise. But the idea was there. The idea was rock solid. I just execute. The problem was in the execution. Right, now, I call this machine the Compaq Slane's Castle, and you're a way to find out why. Yes, this lid creaks like the door of an old castle that might belong to a vampire. And it's only under this camera light, and I'm actually starting to see how badly this keyboard seems to have yellowed. That's really not good. This 7400 has led a bit of a hard life, but at least it works, which is more than can be said for the other Compaq Armada 7100 that I owned. However, the connection between the motherboard and the screen is a wee bit loose, because sometimes I get artifacting, lines, or just general nonsense out of the screen, but it can usually be fixed by moving it. Oh, and when I first switch it on, the screen glows red, which is, yes, this is another example of this laptop trying to be scary. However, this machine has a Pentium 3, let's try that again. This machine has a Pentium 2 processor, which goes at a scary speed of 300 megahertz, and it is designed for Windows NT and 95. And it is with one of those operating systems that I have gone with. Can you guess which one? Well, we're away to find out in just a second, as soon as I kill this camera's flash. Alright. You ready for the big power on? There ya go. Whoops. Whoops. Let's try that again. As you can see, the red glow of the screen. See what, and here's the derping. There we go. Now fix that. It was red for quite a long time before. It's just, now it's had a chance to be switched on for a while, so the screen's warmed up. Great, I have mail. Thanks, Luke. So yeah, I've got to be quite careful. I do plan to try and restore this machine as much as I possibly can, because I really, damn you, I really quite like this machine. As you can see, I've dressed it up with an appropriate Halloween theme, even though normally this machine does carry the Compaq Stars background on it. Oh yeah, and I generally don't like the colour orange, but special occasion. Actually, it's like... It's funny, this is... I can't decide whether this is making me want an orangeade or an iron brew. So here we've got a desktop theme which has orange, purple, and if you see there's even a wee hint of, if it'll focus, green. Look at that. So I'm going to play a couple of games. But I'm going to show you first what's on this machine. So yep, here's word 97, and I'm going to have to take that. Just a minute. Okay, so yeah, that's word 97. Sorry, I did manage to get the screen to behave. So there's also a few other things on here. There's Adobe Reader 3.01, Acrobat Reader. There's the Best of Entertainment pack, that's always quite good. Claris Works, Electronic Arts Need for Speed 2 SE. I have played this game extensively on this machine and it runs beautifully. There's also Jazz Jackrabbit 2, again it runs fantastically. And there's a few other things. There's quite a lot actually. Oh yes, and there's the MS-DOS Rail mode, and we're going to be using that in a wee bit. Because there's a game that I want to play that I saw first on LGR's channel. And, oh yeah, there's the Incredible Machine. And I've just managed to get a hold of it to install it. However, let us now go and have a play on something else. We will play some non-scary games. I'll see if I can play get a lap of Need for Speed, and just to kind of show you the graphics on this thing, because it is an S3 Verge graphics card. Graphics card is fine, like I said. I believe it's just a screen, because it's whatever the angle the screen is at, that makes the whole thing go belly up. But I mean, the graphics itself is perfectly fine. So let's install this. I've never played a particular game before, but it is a living book, and it's called Harry and the Haunted House. I thought I could get a copy of Medieval for the PC, but turns out... Wow! Look at all these demos! Little Monster at School. Oh wow. Do you know what? I'm going to have to actually run this 640 by 480, 256 colours. What's it going to do to my Halloween theme? We will find out soon. First, I'm going to get rid of that useless, awful Explorer window. Oh no, the purple has turned into black. Trying to reduce the color depth on my laptop. But when the purple went, it just turned into black. Oh well, never mind. Oh well. Harry and the Haunted House. I'm looking forward to playing this, actually. Never played it. I always enjoyed books about haunted houses when I was wee. These speakers are a wee bit past their prime. I have reason to believe they're...
Harry and the Haunted House by Mark Schlichting.
Oh, I remember this wee running man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna play. I remember the wee running man.
One day my dog, Spot, and I were playing ball with my friends, Amy, Earl, and Stinky.
Oh dear, poor guy. Play ball! So, never seen a house do that. Oh my goodness, can you imagine what a surveyor would say? My goodness. Ah, not you again. Screen? That's not how you screen. That is brilliant.
Bet you can't hit this one.
Oh, look at this. This guy fancies himself as Babe Ruth, the fourth.
Come on, Earl. Give me your curveball. Throw me a slider. How about a fastball? Right over the plate. Well, make up your mind. Give me your slow ball. Wow, Earl, that was slow. Earl threw one of his famous curveballs.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Now you've done it, Harry. That house is haunted. Who's going to get my ball? Harry should get it because he hit it too hard. Stinky should have caught it. Earl threw it too hard. This argument is stupid. That house is creepy, said Earl. It has ghosts. I heard that a witch used to live there, said Stinky.
kids and their stories. Actually, it reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where Bart goes to work in a burlesque house. I heard a witch lives there. I heard Frankenstein lives there. You're way off. It's a lab where they take the head brains out of zombies and put them into other zombies to create a race of super zombies. That's a house. Pfft, stand aside.
I'm not chicken to go into that old house. Yeah, right.
Lol. Very funny. Come on, let's have some haunted house stuff already.
Thought I was afraid to go in, but I knew they were scared too. If that house is so scary, let's all go get the ball together.
That's teamwork.
The closer we got to the old house, the bigger and spookier it looked. Did you see that? Did you see that? It was just the wind. Do you think anyone still lives there? Let's find out. We knocked 3 times. At the big front door, but nobody answered. Did you see that? Oh, phooey.
Oh yes, and there is the obligatory mouse hole in these 11-book games. Seems that every time I click something, those kids get scared.
The door was open a little, so we went in. I volunteered to take the lead.
Of course you did.
Inside, the house was dark and filled with old furniture. Hello? Anybody here? Nobody answered. I saw something move. We heard a fluttering sound. It's a ghost! Hey, you guys! It's just an old curtain blowing in the wind. Nothing to be scared of.
There's quite a lot more. There's quite a lot more that goes on in this game before you can actually click around, I think, compared to the others.
Hi, I'm a traveling salesman and I'm going door to door. Would you like to buy an incredible gizmo that... No! Oh.
Ah! Oh, another mouse hole.
Who rang my doorbell? Oh, nobody here.
Ah!
Hello? The number you have dialed has been disconnected and is no longer in service. Oh, goodbye.
The number you have dialed is not recognized.
Spot! Come here, Spot. We tiptoed slowly down a hallway. We had the feeling someone was watching us. Then something grabbed me, and I yelled, "Ah!" It was only Stinky.
Oh, way to go, Stinky. So, as promised, I want to show you the 3D capabilities of this computer. Spoiler, it's quite good. Damn it, I picked the wrong track, the wrong car, and the wrong everything. Damn it. Do you know what? We're going to just go back to the main menu and pick something that not necessarily always played on this video. Oh no! Wait.
3, 2, 1, go!
I really quite like this track. I must have selected the track I was playing last time, which is this one. The speakers seem to be playing not bad now. Come on! Come on. There you go. I'm in what was then the world's fastest car, and yeah, this is what happens when you put me in something that is the 1990s equivalent of the Bugatti Veyron Supersport. It's too fast! You can either have that. I mean, there's a few other cars, but I think the main choices at the start for a quick race are the ones that really stick out are the McLaren F1 and the Ferrari F355. Both brilliant cars, both in a completely different league, mind you. Because the F355 was kind of like the baby Ferrari of its day. Still very good. But this thing's got a great big 6-litre BMW V12 that's gold in the back, and, well, in the middle. And the Ferrari F355 has got a red Ferrari V8 engine, which is just beautiful. Well, that one did, but then I just crashed into it. Ah! What are you doing? Lava? This is like something out of one of my dreams. Molten rock! Help! I once had a dream where I was in a tunnel made out of molten tarmac. That was... yeah, and I took in this dream I took the Compaq Armada 7750 MT with me, and by the time I got at the other end, it had melted! Then again, I think in real life, I don't think Compaq would actually test for can you carry one of their laptops through a tunnel made out of still hot tarmac. Yeah. Yeah. That's just scary. I don't want to think of... What? What are you doing? I don't want to think about that anymore, but yeah. Tunnel made out of rock and lava is much, much worse than molten tarmac. Yeah, you stay on your roof. What? How did you recover so fast? But I hear you cry, Jay! This game has nothing to do with Halloween! Trust me, me behind the wheel of a McLaren F1, that's scary enough. How to overtake really good. Just do a leapfrog. Oh, that looks like a black Lamborghini. Those are pretty scary. Which means they were doing their job. That's what Lamborghinis are all about. Scaring the living daylights out of anyone who sees one. You've got to love the sharp lines of a Lamborghini. What am I doing? Where am I? What have I done? Hang on, I'm going the wrong way. How did that happen? Oh, seems that the other players have got the idea to turn this into a game of stock car racing. I know. What a way to overtake that McLaren, eh? Whoa! Damn it. Oh well, it's interesting. Should make the whole thing more interesting if I chase the cars. This is quite a tricky track. I mean, you've got all sorts of narrow roadways, bridges, what have you, that cave tunnel thing, the fact that I'm always going the wrong way, And then that other tunnel, which quite often seems to have concrete blocks in, where the game forgets that it's not Super Mario Kart! Come on! That's how you do that. I really... Whoa! Actually did better at that this time. Although I didn't do so well at that! Damn you! Hey, Lamborghini, I heard you like to shut up. There you go. Oh, good. Right. Oh, good. Come on, see if I can actually... I might try using the brake this time. This, or maybe not. I've tried Ferrari, what is it? I've tried Ferrari Challenge on the PS3. You have Tiffany Dell teaching you how to drive, and he's always like, brake, brake! I was like, Tiff, I can't do it! I like the idea that Tiffany Dell is teaching you how to drive, though. That is pretty cool. No such thing on this game, though. I think when this game came out, Tiffany Dell was still actually presenting Top Gear. Come on! Yes! See if I can... No! Why does that... There we go. Oh, I nearly had those two then. See if I can get him, see if I can get him. I don't think I will though, but... One can dream! I finished in third. Not bad. Not bad at all. Even though it's the second of the losers, but hey ho. We still got a podium finish. Continue. Main menu. Exit. Yep. So that's Need for Speed. It runs really quite nicely on here. And what we're going to do now is let's have a look. I think we'll have a wee shot of Jazz Jackrabbit before we call this video a video. Again, it's not a Halloween game, but epic mega games. Loving the sound effects. Rabbit in training. The one thing I do not like about this game is the fact that it is the sprites. Compared to the original Jazz Jackrabbit, it's really quite small. Although, having said that, playing it on this machine is, still quite a pleasurable experience. So there you go. Here's Jazz Jackrabbit. It's a fantastic game. And it is actually, the type of game is actually what was always my classic favourite type of game in the 90s, a platformer. I believe I kill the music on this game because when I was actually working with this laptop one time, I believed there was someone in the same room taking a nap. So obviously, for some reason, they didn't mind the sound, but they didn't necessarily like. Well, yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter if they liked it or not. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I mean, if they were really that bothered about having a nap, I would have thought that it would have been a wiser move on my part to completely kill the sound in its entirety and not just, pick and choose. But, yeah, there must have been... no, I think before that person went for a nap, I think, I was chatting to them while playing the game, hence killing the music and keeping the sound effects so I could, because I do, being visually impaired, I do rely a bit on sound. So, it is always good to have some. Oh, Jazz has caught some money. Can I have some? Thank you. I think this is how you're supposed to make money in Britain. You're supposed to... Maybe it's like Mario. You're supposed to go around trying to collect coins. I think that's how you make your money nowadays in Britain, because there's certainly no jobs. And of course we've got a conservative government, so it's expected that you're rich, and if you're not, you're expected to be able to just give up rights one by one. And the whole thing's just stinks of... Yeah. So, this is the, yeah. I think that'll do. So this has been a video about the Compaq Armada 7400. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I do plan to get the screen fixed. And I also plan on actually seeing if I can get some more DOS games. And just in case anyone's wondering, this machine has a 6GB hard drive in. Of course, you're all wondering, because you're all very attentive viewers like that. And I should have done this at the start, but here are the specs. Compaq Armada 7400. It reckons it's Pentium Pro, but it isn't. It's Pentium 3 with 64... Pentium 3? No, it's a Pentium 2 running at 300 megahertz. Get it right, Jay. Yeah, with 64 megs of RAM. Now, some people might be saying, well, Jay, why aren't you running Windows 98 on this? And indeed, I could run Windows 98 on this, but I rather fancied a Windows 95 machine, and I think this one, even if it is a wee bit fast at 300 megahertz, I think this one makes a really nice Windows 95 machine, and therefore that's what it runs. So, yeah, and I like it that way, I must admit. It just adds to the machine's character, the fact that it is a Windows 95 computer. I really like it. So, yeah, this has been a video on the Dell Latitude. Hang on, no, try that again. This has been a video on the Compaq Armada 7400 computer. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked what you've seen, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you like if you like the channel in general, want more information, please like us on Facebook. Both URLs will follow. And please join us for my next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again. Thank you very much.